as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. Guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Hood in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Hachimura. Here's Bryant. The layup off target.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the basket by McCollum. And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability and decency. Well, the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display, the vertical out of this world.
Lillard scanning the floor. Launches a 3, drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And Beal kicks to Westbrook. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Well, Russell Westbrook, he's not super efficient from 3, but if you give one, he's going to give it right back.
Westbrook against Lillard. McCollum outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Covington's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Beal against McCollum. Offensive rebound. Bryant up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
From 15 feet away, Beal can't get it to go. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 2.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat rate from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Shooting 2. At free throw missing. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Westbrook passes to Hachimura. Bryant dishes to Beal. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Oh, slicing into the lane. Nice take by Bradley Beal.
Outside Hood. Pass to McCollum. Brown against Hood. Nurkic trying to get open. A second chance effort, and he gets it to go.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Right side Hood. Washington with the rebound. Beal deciding where to go with it. Washington gets it back.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot. I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Elbow shot. Offensive rebound. Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Good, finds Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers. Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. Free throws good from Lillard. And so it's Washington with it. 3-point lead. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Beal against McCollum. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Bryant. Bryant's got his 3rd assist on the night. McCollum kicks to Lillard. With some arc. And the layup by Hood.
Well, remarkable how Rodney Hood's handle allows him to make space and get off the dribble drive.
Westbrook dishes to Bryant. Beal against McCollum. That one falls. 6 points for Bradley Beal.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard against Westbrook. Lillard the pass to McCollum. Great D that time from Beal.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
They get it again. Another shot, and Bryant with the lay-in. Bryant's got his third basket of the night.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Hood's got his second basket.
Well, you love to see Rodney Hood finish in the face of that contact. How about the grit on that move?
Outside Bryant. And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside Hood. Back to McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Washington with the rebound. Bryant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Covington with the steal. Lillard with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Lillard missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. For Washington, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. You and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Here's Westbrook. Lillard with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Washington leading now by 6. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Bryant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bryant's got 8 points.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard finds McCollum. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies. Outside Bryant. Wizards passing it around. Left side Westbrook. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
A natural score. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
Beal against Lillard. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. 8 points for him.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. He gets it in there. And now an 8-point Washington lead.
How about the instincts of Russell Westbrook on the defensive end? Gives his teammate an easy chance there.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McCollum, no good. And good that time. 6 points for Nurkic.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Pass to Westbrook. 1:22 left in the first quarter. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Wagner, he's checked in for Washington. .119 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Hood. The second effort. Got a hand on it. Hood against Brown. The shot that time, not on target. 18 that time from Hood. Releases. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you got to keep up. That time, Anthony leaving the defense in the rear view.
Westbrook scanning the floor. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Hood. Some solid defense from Brown.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Outside Westbrook. No good on the 3. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Wizards out front, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young. So, you know, he tries to think he's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Hood out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. Lillard misses.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Beal can't get it to go. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. That one, no good. Washington shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Napier with it. Now guarded by Hood. Wagner, good. Wagner's got the lead up to 8 now for Washington.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That's a 2 from Lillard. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Napier. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hood over in the corner, Lillard, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. Last season, he played outstanding, 11th in scoring, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Napier feeling it out a bit. Wagner, good. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lillard on top. Napier covering. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
One shot.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done to us in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
And he makes the first. Hachimura, he's checked in for Brown. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Lillard, right side, and Portland again with the bucket.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Napier, covered by Lillard. Wagner. That one misses. Excellent D from Cancer. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Hood. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Beautiful form on the floater. Rodney Hood continues to develop that offensive arsenal.
Napier passes to Bertans and finished off by Bertans.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Lillard left side. Anthony on the wing. Over Bertans. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Anthony.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Now here's Napier. Covered by Lillard. Puts one up from 19. And it's Napier missing. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Oh, you love to see Rodney Hood get up for these slam dunks. How pretty is that?
The Wizards have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now Napier. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
The pass to Cannon. Left side, Hood. Back to Canner. And he makes good on the layup.
I love how hard Enes Kanter plays on the offensive end. Go ahead and finish through that contact.
Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy has proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
And that one misses. And with Beal doors, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence. Boy, the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Collins is checked in, and he sinks the second.
We are talking about an elite two-guard. Bradley Beal can shoot it. He can guard virtually any position on the floor, and his ability to elevate his playmaking skills has changed the equation.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Lillard.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Napier finds Beal. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. To the paint. Here's Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Beal. Lets it go from the wing. And another miss by Washington. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Passes to Hachimura. It's blocked.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Enes.
Now, here's Bertans. 11 points last game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
How effortless is the mid-range game of Bradley Beal? Pretty.
Lillard attacking. Counted. Good. Lillard's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting two-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
First one falls for him. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kevin.
Here's Westbrook. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Boy, Russell Westbrook, so quick to attack, Kevin.
McCollum against Beal. Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. And it's Westbrook missing. And here's Portland. They're on a 16-7 run. And it's Lillard missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Hachimura, no good. Portland leading by 5. Anthony with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And he comes up with the deuce. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Hachimura. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That one is off. And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point lead. McCollum outside. Outside Covington. And Lillard gets double teamed. 4. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins. And here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
The Wizards have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Holding calls for Bertans. And Washington making a change here. Smith is checked in. So it's the Wizards now. Beal from long range. A shot off that time. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against New York. Feeds it to Lillard. That shot off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. A drive by Beal. And a missed layup.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Wizards trail by 7. For 3, Westbrook. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Trailblazers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Up again.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Smith, the pass to Wagner. He kicks it to Westbrook. Looking to get it going. He takes it up and lays it in. Westbrook's got 13 points.
Boy, oh boy, is Russell Westbrook tough on the interior? Even against quality defense, this guy makes it look easy.
Lillard attacking. Collins trying to break free. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And the basket by Lillard.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
To the inside. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Beal. Beal's got 12 now in this quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Lillard gets double teamed. Cantor inside. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smith outside. Here's Westbrook.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to match up against any offensive player.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what is going right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts is the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Man, Damian Lillard just ate them up. The defense, they tried to adjust, but when he gets that jumper going, the only player on the floor that can stop him is him.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Trailblazers leading by 10. Taking a look at the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in at the 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Westbrook passes to Hachimura. He dishes it to Bryant. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Covington.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's in there. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
That one drops for him. Bryant's got 10 points.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Hood against Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Look, Kevin, 6'8". Rodney Hood is so effective at getting fouled on his way up. This guy's so smart.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on that one.
I think we know this about Rodney Hood, Kev. He will play hard on both ends of the floor, and he's a lethal shooter from range.
And he's good on the second. Wizards trail by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Beal, the pass to Bryant. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Dishes to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
taking a look here at some numbers for Russell Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season. First in assists, fourth in steals, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Here's Hachimura. Makes it off the glass. Hachimura's got 5 points so far.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Here's Lillard. Softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 33 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Shabazz Napier's checked in for the Wizards. Trailblazers on D. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Brown. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 5 points in the game. Trailblazers leading by 17. Now Lillard. 33 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Westbrook passes to Hachimura. Pass to Napier. Outside Bryant. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Napier passes to Hachimura. Second shot opportunity. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Brown dishes to Westbrook. Over McCollum. Westbrook, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
It's McCollum with the drive. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. Wizards trail by 20. Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer on the way. But they get it back. Here's Hachimura. That shot misses. Good D by Covington.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Hood kicks to Nurkic. Back to Hood. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Hachimura. Great D that time from Nurkic. Pass to Hood. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's the exceptional speed, Kevin, of the talented Rodney Hood. Leaks out with perfection.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And again, Washington, no good.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Here's Covington. Washington with the rebound. Outside Westbrook. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Westbrook's got 15.
I tell you, Westbrook always looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
Lillard outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 40 points for Damian Lillard.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Hachimura. Nurkic with the block. They recover it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Cantor checked in for Rodney Hood. The Wizards also changing it up. Vertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. And Smith subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lillard outside. But Trey drills it from outside. Lillard's got 43 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Smith the pass to Bryant. There's the dish to Brown. Kicks it to Smith. 5 to shoot. Over McCollum. Smith, no luck. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. You look at Bryant, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
The Wizards have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And a change for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in.
One shot.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
The pass to Covington. McCollum trying to get open. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Napier. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it up. And another miss by Washington.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Covington against Brown. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The feed to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Napier passes to Mahimi. Smith outside. We've got 1:55 left in the 3rd. Here's Mahimi. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mahimi's got his first points in this one.
I think Mahimi likes the contact, right? Physicality does not affect his shot at all.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Lillard against Smith. It's Covington on the wing. Offensive rebound and the rejection by Mahimi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahimi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
Beal's checked in for Shabazz Napier. Smith against Lillard. Shoots from 12. And Cantor pulls it down. And here's Portland. They're on an 18-7 run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season, putting in about 26 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
The first one falls.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
And both free throws good for Anthony. 1:07 left in the third. Smith surveying the D. Lillard against Beal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Beal's got 22.
We know this. Bradley Beal is an elite scorer who will take advantage of every opportunity.
Covington wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 8th assist in the game. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. He feeds it to Mahinmi. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Covington with the bucket.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Smith the pass to Mahinmi. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Brown kicks to Smith. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's McCollum. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal. Because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot, that's really good D.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Trailblazers out in front, opening up a huge gap. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Washington shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. They've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Beal. That one rolling around and rims out. And for Portland, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And finished off by Collins.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Matthews scanning the floor. Pass to Smith. Mahinmi trying to get open. Smith, no luck. The drive by Anthony. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Swiped it away. Jumps up. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And it's denied. Well, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
And the shot is good.
Kevin, you do not have to be a gifted scorer. Jan Mahimi willing to create offense, working hard on the offensive window.
Simons, the pass to Collins. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Mahimi. To the paint, here's Beal. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Beal's got 24 points.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
Trent, Anthony trying to get open.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Smith on the wing, pass to Besekniks. He kicks it to Beal. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Goes back up. Smith outside. Fires for 3. Besekniks. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Simons, covered by Smith. Simons, the pass to Swanigan. No good there. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Portland the foul. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, #1, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
And both free throws good for Beal. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now the pass to Anthony. Over Beal. And Anthony gets it to go.
That attack mentality like he does so often. Melo just putting on an offensive clinic here.
Smith against Collins. And it's Smith missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
There's Beal with the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Passes it to Mahimi. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Mahimi's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, over the years, Mahimi has become more and more offensive-minded. You get him a paint touch, he's thinking score it.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Fires from the line. It's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Matthews with it. And Mahimi now atop the key. He dishes it to Beal. Clock at 6. Swanigan pulls it in.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And the basket is good.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Big time tough play by Beal right there, unfazed by the foul.
Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
To the inside. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 6 in the quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Oh, Beal in position. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
What a beautiful connection there. Beal showing off the hang time.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Kicks it out to Collins. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Smith the pass to Beal. Here's the teardrop, and he makes that one. Beal's got 33 points.
Soft floating jumper from Beal right there, adding to his offensive attack. Seemed to totally catch the defense by surprise.
Pass to Trent. Shoots the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Matthews. The offensive rebound. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Simons the pass to Hazanya. Three-pointer. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Beal drives in, and there it is for him. Beal's got 15 points in just the second half.
Oh, off the bounce, Beal breaks down the defense.
Here's Trent. He's covered by Matthews. Trent can't hit. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Smith kicks to Matthews. Pass to Mahimi. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Trent passes to Hazanya. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And here's Smith. From 13, count the basket. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Here's Simons. There's the pass to Collins. The fadeaway. That shot missing. Outside Matthews. Feeds to Mahinmi. Passes it to Bisecnik. Back to Mahinmi. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Simons, covered by Smith. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight, using it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Smith outside. Swanigan pulls it in. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Simons, covered by Smith. Pass to Azania from deep 3-point range. That shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Dame, you guys got off to a slow offensive start, but came back and got the win. What got going?
It wasn't the prettiest game. We didn't shoot the ball well, but we just had to find ourselves. I think we did a great job of sticking with it. Some shots started to fall, and we was able to pull away.
And that ball goes in the basket, everything changes, right? Thanks, Dame. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings, they would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me that.
I can see the bruises. And now Washington's starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Terry Stotts for a minute. His key tonight, keeping a lid on Bradley Beal. An efficient scorer on all 3 levels. It's hard to take him out of his comfort zone. We've seen, Kevin, that Beal has become even better as a ball handler and distributor.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And Bryant kicks to Westbrook. Brown feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
It's terrific to see Westbrook honing in on that shot and trying to become more consistent from deep.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Hachimura. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. There's Beal with the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And yes, it's good.
That is some touch right there shown by CJ, anticipating he was going to get bumped, but still had his eyes on the prize, Kevin.
Now here's Beal, and he just worked New York in that last game. Pass to Westbrook. Trying his luck from deep. Not going to go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Lillard finds Covington. McCollum with the ball. Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
He's passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Here's Westbrook. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Great D that time from Nurkic. And it's McCollum off the drive, and he converts the layup. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Westbrook. Bryant trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Westbrook.
Again, using his frame and size right there. Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
Lets it go from 11, and Portland again with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 7. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one.
Westbrook, former MVP, a remarkable combo guard, and we know he does a little bit or a lot of everything.
And he can't hit the second. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA. Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Wizards trail by 8. Outside, Beal. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Lillard, and Portland with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Teardrop shot. Beal with the steal. Westbrook drives in and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Trailblazers leading by 8. And here's McCollum for 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lets the 3 fly, and it's Portland with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Portland called for the foul. The Wizards have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Portland leading by 9. Here's Lillard. They get it back. Covington, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Washington called for the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 10-point game. Beal against McCollum. Beal dishes to Westbrook. Now the pass to Brown. A 3-pointer off the mark. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's a 2 from Lillard. Here's Nurkic, and taken away by Brown. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Pass to Westbrook. Beal taking his time here. Over Hood. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beal, the pass to Hachimura. To the middle, and Bryant slams it in.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Over Westbrook. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead. Lillard against Westbrook. Lillard dishes to Covington. Baseline J on the way, and it's off the back rim. No good. Wizards trail by 5.
Well, Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
And for Portland, they're shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Nurkic trying to get open, and the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 10 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. What do you think about Lillard's value, not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon? Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. Do you ever think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. And both free throws good for Beal. Portland leading by 7. Lillard with it. Westbrook picks him up. McCollum. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Brown the pass to Wagner. Over McCollum. Wagner, good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Now McCollum. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 13 points for Lillard.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Beal. And the layup's good off the glass.
I don't think the timing could have been any better as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Westbrook passes to Wagner. McCollum against Beal. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And it's Westbrook missing. Trailblazers leading by 6. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Beal with it. Lillard picks him up. Shot from 12. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. Washington shooting just 35% to start the game. Passes it to Beal. Fires from 14, and he gets the bucket. Beal's got 10 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
McCollum, and he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 12. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Back right after this. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Wagner. Bradley Beal is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Westbrook in at the shooting guard. Can't get it to fall.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Wagner, and the layup is good. Wagner's got his second basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Anthony. D right on him. Over Wagner. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got his first 2 points.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Beal against Lillard. He's off on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Hood. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
A little flare there from Rodney Hood connecting on a...
One by Hood. Lillard. Over Bertans. Turn it around after the loss to Memphis. Here's Westbrook. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Now here's Napier, covered by Lillard. Napier kicks to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. Over Napier. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Westbrook surveying the D. Over Anthony. Pass to Napier. Wagner passes to Napier. Here's Wagner. Here's Pertinis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That one falls for Bertans. Hachimura, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. So he gets them both. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Now here's Hood. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Here's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
First free throw is good.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the 4th quarter.
No free throws good from Lillard.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Napier passes to Beal. To the inside. Wagner. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
What's up?
Anthony, no good on the free throw.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Now here's Napier. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards.
Now, D's going to have to do a little bit more work on Rodney Hood, pay a little bit more attention.
Wizards trail by 16. Napier with it. The pass to Wagner. Uncovered. He squares up and sinks it. Wagner's got 6 in the quarter. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Kicks to Anthony. And Wagner pulls it down. The Wizards have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Now here's Napier, guarded closely. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Wagner.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Anthony. 10 points for him. Pass to Trent. Now here's Lillard. Napier covering. Good. Hits the bucket.
Well, we know Hood can score. That time a nice catch and shoot opportunity.
Wizards trail by 15. Passes to Wagner. Here's Beal. Lays it up off the glass. Beal's got 14 points for the game.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Lillard against Beal. Here's Trent. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
Now here's Napier. Here's Beal. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Lillard. Portland leading by 16. Cantor trying to free himself up, and it's Lillard missing. Pass to Napier. And the pass to Wagner. Pass to Hachimura. Offensive rebound. Count it. Hachimura's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 10. Here's Lillard. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Washington making a change here. Smith has checked in.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Hachimura. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well. An exciting young player to watch.
This is his first free throw of the game. That one falls for Hachimura.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And so he hits both.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Passes it to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Plenty of space. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shot from 12. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 16 points for Beal.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Cantor's shot is off. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
.141 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Wagner. Back to Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 12. The wide open look here for Anthony, and a miss there on the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
1:05 left to play in the first half. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Covington's got 5.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Here's Hachimura. Covered by Lillard. Beal gets a wide open look. Sinks the 3-pointer. Beal's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Wizards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The lead now in single digits. Beal's got 21.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Wizards have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. falls for Bertans. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching.
And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Hood in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Outside, Covington. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 7. Outside Westbrook. The dish to Beal. Over McCollum. They get it again. Hachimura. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Hachimura's got 8.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Westbrook dishes to Bryant. He kicks to Beal. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
McCollum against Beal. McCollum passes to Hood. Right side, Covington. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Wizards. Hachimura's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, AM doesn't stand for morning with Westbrook. It stands for attack mode.
The Wizards have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so Westbrook makes them both. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. At one point, they led by 16. He dishes it to McCollum, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Lillard against Westbrook. From deep.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Again, the miss by Lillard. Good on the bucket. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Nurkic and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Washington. A big stretch here going 10-2.
You wonder, with Nurkic last year getting hurt, just how much further the Blazers could have gone. Again, carried by C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. Their unbelievable dynamic duo at the guard position. But the defensive anchor all year long had been Nurkic.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Beal's shot is good. And with their high-powered backcourt, Brent, Nurkic providing the Blazers with that sorely needed paint presence. He is a big body.
Big body who sets screens and frees up a bunch of room for those guards that you mentioned, Kevin. But the interesting thing is about all the dirty work that Nurkic can do down low for this basketball team, picking up 10, 12 points in the painted area and putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. You look at Bryant, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
The pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Lets it go from deep. And Westbrook pulls it down. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Shoots over Nurkic. Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock, and Bryant kicks to Beal.
The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Washington trailing. Brown the pass to Hachimura, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And the basket by McCollum.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Westbrook dishes to Beal. Over Lillard. Beal can't get it to go. Portland's got 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Westbrook, drills the baseline jumper.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Collin passes to Hood. Westbrook against Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Beal can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard, right side, the 3. Here's Nurkic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Nurkic lurking in the paint.
And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds, and this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing, and the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. And so it's Washington with it. They trail by 6. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Here's Hachimura, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's McCollum. Hood trying to break free, and the basket by McCollum. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead. Napier passes to Hachimura. Inside, Bryant. Nurkic with the block.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
More than happy to take that one and take it in rhythm as Collins collects 2.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot's good from Bryant.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Pass to McCollum. Brown against Hood. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. From deep 3-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 31.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
For 3, Westbrook. Rebound by the Trailblazers. At one point, they led by 16.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a switcher also for Washington. Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Trailblazers shoot their 7th free throw attempt here.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now, Kevin, that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring.
Westbrook against McCollum. Westbrook double team and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. The open shot, Anthony. Here's Nurkic. Good on the shot. Nurkic has got 10 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Napier. The kick out to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. Doesn't go for it. And it's Portland the other way.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And here we go. Washington fast break. Westbrook leading the charge.
So fast and so aggressive. Hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
Lillard left side. The three from Anthony. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Wizards trail by 17. Outside Westbrook. Shoots a three. And it's Westbrook again missing. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Bryant with the rebound. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Brown. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bryant. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Smith checked in for Napier. Free throws good from Bryant.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Lillard surveying the D. Pass to McCollum. To the left side wing. For the three. And it's Lillard missing. Wizards trail by 15. Here's Westbrook. Collins grabs the miss.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Wizards shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Brown finds Smith. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Westbrook. Tries again. Nice D from Lillard. Portland leading by 15. And it's McCollum in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Smith's shot is good.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Westbrook against McCollum. With the floater, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Washington.
Using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
Portland, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Good, McCollum. And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And the Blazers with Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, 2 6'3" guards, Brent, in the backcourt. Some overlap, perhaps, in their skill sets. But do you like their fit?
I do like their fit, and by all measurements, Kevin, they seem to be overachieving every year. You have that kind of stability with McCollum and Lillard, and what it is that Terry Stotts has done with this ball club. That's something that the Portland Trailblazers fans are very comfortable with, having these two guys out there to lead them just maybe one step further this season.
To the middle and stolen by Lillard. The feed now to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, the D attempted to foul Cantor before he got that shot off, but too late. Results in the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Mahimi's checked in for the Wizards.
One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now Westbrook. He's got 22. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter, and he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got 12 points in just the second half. Pass to Collins. Kicks it out to McCollum. That's good from 17 feet away. McCollum's got 23.
Now CJ operating like a surgeon out there tonight.
That shot off. And so it's Portland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Smith. Mahimi is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Brown, and it's Westbrook in a 2-guard. Here's McCollum. Anthony trying to get open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Smith the pass to Mahimi. Outside Westbrook. Now here's Mahimi. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D from Cantor. Trailblazers leading by 18. A 3 from McCollum drains the three-pointer. McCollum's got 14 points now in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Wizards.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Brown outside. And stolen by Lillard. Oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Off on the layup. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 19-point game. Westbrook, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Covington finds Cantor. And the shot is long.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Brown the pass to Bertens, and Covington sends it back. Lillard against Brown, and Lillard gets double teamed. McCollum outside. Covington with it, working on Bertans. Clock is at 3. A 3 ball. Lillard misses. Wizards trail by 19. Smith in the posts. Anthony on him. Brown outside. Westbrook wide open. He fires. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's his first foul. Rodney Hood's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Beal's checked in for the Wizards. Portland with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Here's Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. And that one drops. 33 points for Damian Lillard.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Mahinmi dishes to Beal. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. That bucket in no time at all. That's 28 points for C.J. McCollum.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Smith the pass to Beal. Over McCollum. They get the rebound. The pass to Bertens. Back to Mahinmi. It's Beal at the elbow. 4 on the clock. Here's Brown. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Smith kicks to Bertans. Outside, Beal. Puts it up. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Lillard gets double teamed. It's stolen by Smith. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Shoots over Lillard. And again, Washington no good. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To end the cold streak, here's Mahinmi. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Here's McCollum. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. McCollum's got 32 points.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
McCollum against Smith. Baden outside. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bezekniks, and he converts the layup.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Trent passes to McCollum. Little kicks to McCollum. Buries it down low. McCollum's got 34 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Little, covered by Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need, and need to be complete as people.
Payton passes to Bezekniks. Kicks it to Mahimi. Smith against McCollum. They get it back. Mahimi banked in off the glass.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Pass to Hazanya. Fires the 3. Rebound, Washington. Mahimi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith the pass to Bezekniks, and he dunks it down.
I'm watching Ish Smith watch his teammates. Great swing to the wide open man for the uncontested shot.
McCollum against Smith. Here's Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Washington called for the foul. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is about. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can. That's an important factor.
Westbrook with it. Lillard picks him up. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Getting a little bit more room here from the mid-range, the explosive shot area, getting quick to that spot and separating from the defender.
Trent passes to Hood. Dishes to Covington. Back to Hood. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's a pretty nice shot. Rodney Hood continuing to work on being more consistent from the 3-point line.
Lillard against Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. Now, I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Here's Simons, covered by Payton. Trent passes to Swanigan. It's Hezonja in the corner, 6 to shoot. He can't get it to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Payton left side. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Passes it to Trent. Here's Swanigan, covered by Payton. Pass to Simons. Over Westbrook. And it's Simons missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Westbrook passes to Matthews. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Lillard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
No good on the free throw is Smith. He's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And the second free throw, good. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payton outside. And there's the pass to Smith. Good.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. McCollum against Payton. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance